o'clock on Sunday morning in Harrogate. Lovely and sunny, but very windy today. Very windy overnight, but blue skies. And we're going to go to see some toddler movie in Sylvanian families. Because we've got a free ticket, 3 tickets. Well, I'm not going, but there's 4 of them going. Free tickets. Yeah, so we won them in a little competition. So we're at the Odeon Cinema in Harrogate. We're going to go watch the preview of a Sylvanian family movie, which isn't even out till next week. There we go. Here we are, look. You have to tell them you're from the Sky VIP thingy.
Yeah. Well, do you want to stay with us and make
Yeah, look, here they've come to watch it, look. Well, we've parked here, there's the back of Waitrose, and then there's the railway line goes down there. And there's a little back entrance into Waitrose here, so I'm going to go and do that and get the free coffees and things there. So that's the railway line into Harrogate. Just here. Odeon Cinema's just across there. So we'll go and investigate this. I mean, look at all that just for a garage. Incredible, isn't it? So the town is that way. That's the back of Waitrose there. I managed to get a couple of coffees free, and there's a big one. It's a big Waitrose actually. So I'm just going to have a little walk now. They are in the cinema, and it only lasts just over an hour, the little film they're going to see on the Sylvanian families or something. So we'll just have a little bit of a wander while they're doing that. The wind is dying down slightly, but I think when I get to any exposed points you might get a bit of a noise, so apologies about that. Right, so these are the big kind of wide parklands you get on the kind of approach to Harrogate. There's various kind of roads that cut across them. Tend to be tree lined around the edges, but then massive open spaces in the middle. So this is the railway line, and heading to our Harrogate station, which is just up that way. And yeah, I mean, you do get proper like East Coast mainline trains going up there. So like the main ones that go to King's Cross, they can go up to Harrogate there, that line, as well as more local ones. See, this like these typical features of Harrogate, these kind of the metal work, sort of quite thin metal work, making the little porches and things around the buildings, little frontispieces. So yeah. Fronts here. It's a bit warm for ice today. I think it's about 8, 9, 10 degrees. Signs about there. But yeah, they've got these little walkways, look, daffodils and things, and tree lined walkways across the big grass fields there. And amongst all these nice houses, a quick fit, you know, like, it's funny, isn't it? Quick fit just shoved in there in that house. Let's have a look. There you go, that's a funny thing, isn't it? Look at the size of it as well, it goes right back. You didn't realise it would go right back through there. Take a look. Yeah. But yeah, nice and sunny. The Prince of Wales roundabout we're coming to, and it's got a lot of flowers on it. We'll have a look at that now. Florence Nightingale visited Harrogate 1852. Their aunt stayed in York Place House, and yeah, so this must be York Place House then. Let's go to that roundabout now. So this is the Prince of Wales roundabout, and it's immaculate in terms of the floral display and everything on it. Lovely roundabout, and then you see how you still come to more of these open spaces, big fields around Harrogate. Yeah. So now this road here which we're going to go headlong down this way. It takes you right bang into the centre. It's more exposed to the wind down here. You can see these shops are sort of built out from the main building. Now it's not a particularly nice looking building, but the shop frontage in each case has all been put and moved forward from the main building. So they've got these kind of glass show windows that you can see in all the way along. The furniture shop, fine antiques. What's this? Antiques and collectibles. Oh, Jacob, it's like a sofa shop in there. Big long sofa shop. Wheaton's Food Hall. So that's duplicated in that garden centre, which is just on the outskirts of Harrogate. I hadn't realised I had two stores here. It's got a cafe as well, so that's expensive, that, isn't it? The Wheaton's. Bridal shop. So we're just walking along this, and then of course on the other side is just this open expanses. Cafe, 19 West Park, the obelisk inn. Developed to serve trade in the mid-18th century turnpike roads, rebuilt 1838, named the commercial. Stopped for mail and passenger coaches. Thrived after 1848 thanks to the opening of the nearby Brunswick railway station. After 1878 it adopted social gatherings, whereas Furl's cyclist touring club with a prank caused their expulsion. Renamed the West Park in 1899. Current custodians fully refurbished the building to a luxury boutique hotel in 2013. Right, there we go. A luxury boutique hotel. West Park. 4-star AA hotel. The menu look. £40 for a steak. £10 if you want a, whatever they are, black drinks. £16 for a salad, £22 for chicken. It's really expensive. And then the more clothes shops and stuff along here. Shoe shops, clothes shops, handbags, kind of thing. Coach and horses, 1827. Travel lodge there. So then even on this little section of flats and houses along here, there's some shops at the bottom. Yeah. Cycling shop. Well, there we go, you can have an informal afternoon with Harry. Tell you all about his trip to the pyramids and cycle right across Europe and all that. There we go, right. Get more floral displays along here. Coming into one of the main squares up here. And then Valley Gardens is down that way. These buildings are getting quite high. That's 5 stories there, plus probably basement. And then down that end, that one, that's 6 stories potentially. I mean, or at least the first 2 floors are very high ceilings anyway. They've all got basements as well. Colourful displays. I mean, it's tremendous displays. I'm sorry about the wind noise, but tremendous displays of flowers. So it's 10 to 11, the bells are going on the church there. Of course the clocks went forward an hour last night. So Betty's Cafe, the people are queuing. Look at the size of the queue, people there waiting to get in. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Look at that. Queuing to get in there. They're still along here, they've got these floral displays going all the way along the edge and everything here. So yeah, so you go down that way towards Valley Gardens and things. Straight ahead to more of the hotels and some of the original spa buildings, and then kind of so lots of the shops are in this direction up here. do is, because I might loop back up in that direction and around, I'll go down this way, the sort of Valley Gardens direction kind of thing. But yeah, people are queuing there. I don't know whether it's because it's full or whether it doesn't open till 11. A lot of people queuing that. You know, it's already got a lot of people in it, so then people are just queuing because it's full. Incredible, isn't it? Look at it, it's quite big because it's people sitting all down here, and there's Betty's as well. Sunday morning, 10 to 11. Everyone's getting their teas. I think there's a lot of other cafes and things. I mean, how good can the tea be? Yeah. More floral displays, and somebody's out that tree trunk there. They've made a bit of a sculpture. Eiffel Tower and all that on it. I guess because it's called a Montpellier Square or Montpellier Quarter or something. We'll have a look at this little sign. See what it says here. If anything. Plants for every season. The nursery's been growing the plants since 1974. 400,000 plants. The park teams put them all in, yeah. Grassy bits that I've been pointing out to you, it's called the Stray. And actually it turns out that that was set aside as common land, 200 acres, between the ancient villages of Pine or Harrogate to protect the right of access to unique mineral springs and exercise space for health. It says it shall forever remain open and enclosed, all persons free access at all times. Said springs enjoy full and free ingress, egress and regress in, upon and over the said 200 acres. So there we go. So it's a public asset, so all that's why there's no building development or anything like that. It's just a public asset protecting the spring waters and the access to the land for health. So there's quite a lot of big wide open space there. Even here there's this little bit of plot just planted up nicely, hyacinths and things like that planted. And we'll have a look at this little behind the scenes bit here, slightly out of the way. And people have got little seating areas above the shop fronts. Seems like a quiet secret street this, isn't it? Jewelers and things and art galleries. Nothing's open. A Japanese cuisine there. Antiques. Home and garden shops, antique market. Narrow little streets and things. And these were some of the kind of royal baths here, straight ahead. It's now been taken over by Witherspoons. So goes right through to the main street on the other side. It's a big Witherspoons. They do a good job actually in terms of the inside of it. Everything's all preserved and nicely kept, and it's all used rather than going to decay. And I think there's also it's called the Winter Gardens. There's also another restaurant uses some of it as well at the very front end, like an Indian restaurant or something. So it's all used that now. The old those old buildings. We'll head over now, just have a look at the bottom end of Valley Gardens. There's a fella down here doing a walking tour. You can see his little sign. He's got a rucksack on the sign, and he's telling people about different features and the history and all that. See there? A group of people have joined it. So that's the Harrogate Conference Centre down there. There's a Chinese restaurant, yeah, that's taken over some of the bats there, sorry. Hotels and things all up that direction. The big conference centre goes a long way that way, and that's the theatre. We went into that theatre. It's fantastic inside, the deco and everything. So on a previous video you can check back and video the inside of it on like an open day event they had there. We got a tour and everything, and it was lovely. So he's doing the walking tour. Again, more garden displays and all nicely kept. A lot of furniture shops in Harrogate. So this is the Royal Pump Room, it's now a museum. So 1626 it was like written about. Pump Room was built 1841. The museum was established in 1953 with the spring still being open for use. So, yeah. So this is now Valley Gardens in Harrogate, and there's like a lower bit here with a little stream running through it, and there's an upper bit you can walk along which gets more of the sun up there, and they've got like vines and all that growing along the sort of terrace thing up there. So here's a little stream running along. Little ponds and things on the way. And what happens is during the spring and then in the summer, massive, great big sort of plants with huge leaves come up on all these banks. Yeah. See some of these things sort of starting to unfurl a bit, starting to come out, but they've got netting and things that are protecting stuff. But yeah, like what, it just come up, massive giant leaves come out from all these waterside areas. And it goes quite some way up there. There's like golf courses and woodlands, and you can go walk all the way through up to Harlow Car and things like that if you want to, which is the Royal Horticultural Society gardens and things up there. Here's more of these being covered over for the winter. And then during the summer the leaves grow out absolutely gigantic. There's busy here as well, this little cafe, Wishing Well, and Magnesia Well Cafe, busy. And there's lots of different well pump rooms and things like that up there. I've got the fountain going, look here, the lake. There's a little boating lake here, i.e. and miniature boats, not actually where you can row. They just do like model boating, so that people come with a little remote control boats and sail them. And there, so anyway, I'll head back because I haven't got time to kind of go. If you keep going up there, there's little play parks and things, like a national dahlia collection normally growing up the top of there for the summer, late summer. All these, this is the well caps there, look. So all the different wells, and even like a short distance from each other there's different chemistry, because I think they go to different depths. There's also a crazy golf up there and some tennis courts and things like that. And then like a New Zealand garden at the top end up that way as well. So it's kind of nice to explore. A lot of people are out and about, like having a little walk. So we'll come down. So we'll be down in that darker bit down there. We're on the sunny side now, and the sun's sort of here most of the day. So these like sun terraces up here are popular, and I see people having like wedding receptions and all that sort of thing in these buildings up here. Nice little spot. New Zealand garden up that way. Just cut across here, and sometimes they have little have little shows on here sometimes and events. And then you can walk down underneath there. There's some huge plants which have just sort of wrapped themselves around the sort of roofing and the columns on that structure. See some of them there, and then they just grow right away along the structure and provide the shade and the features and things along it. Nice blossom on that tree. So you can see people walking along that sort of terrace there. Right, so I'm doubling back on myself now because previously I just walked up the valley there. I'm just going to double back myself and then head back down. We'll have a bit more walk, a little of a route back towards the Odeon Cinema and meet them outside of that. It's only a short film, so we'll see how they're getting on, see if they enjoyed it. So we're back down at the entrance to the Valley Gardens now. We'll walk back that way and head back through another part of the town and see if we can loop back and see if we can find the cinema. We're back down now where the conference centre is. It's massive, it goes a long way that way. And this is the Royal Hall, which on a previous video, as I've said, there's a lot of footage of the fantastic ornate internal features of it. So have a look at that if you want. And we'll just head here. We're back at the kind of royal baths area where there's like a complex of different businesses now operating, including Witherspoons. We'll head back up that way. So I mentioned the conference centre, and it's bigger than you think, 'cause that's entrance 4. That's like it goes like a long way right down there and then curves right around the road up that way. There's loads of entrances. It's a huge complex. And much bigger than you'd think by just that little entrance to that bit there. So what we'll do is we'll just curve round to the right here. Just a few little cafes and pizza shops and stuff along this bit. Quite busy the road along here really. But yeah, it goes on a long way right up there. You can see the sort of red brick parts of it up that way. It extends a long way up that way. Off away from that conference centre, and then even here there's more little tapas bars and restaurants. Another restaurant up there. This one's a different another one. Spice Culture Indian tapas. It's a slightly odd concept, Indian tapas. Yeah. Taverna restaurant open as usual, Greek and Mediterranean. Church tower, that was the bells were ringing earlier on. Yeah, lots of different little restaurants and cafes all along here. Thai restaurant. I've seen some of the people sort of getting there, unloading some of the food and things like that. This is buffet takeaway Chinese. All up here, tremendous amount of restaurants. To the Harrogate Theatre, which is obviously different from the Royal Hall, an alternative venue. Primark there, M&S Food Hall. Seems quite busy, people coming out of there. Post office and yeah, and then some of the streets that go up that way is just kind of normal, kind of, you see the sort of shops in any town that way, but Harrogate's got a lot more diversity in terms of different types of shops than you see in most town centres. There's a train coming in, so the train station is just here, and the bus station as well. So the bus station, it's bright sun, so the angle can't quite see so well. Yeah, so you've got a bus station, a train station here, and then walkways up that bridge there. I think it's a multi-storey car park behind it. Yeah, so I think we'll be looping around. I'm just taking a little detour here. Just look at this street. Yeah, tremendous amount of cafes and restaurants, really amazing amount. And even on a Sunday, you know, Coupland's Bakers is open there. Yeah. There you go. 2 post offices in Harrogate. That's a thing, isn't it? That one's in WH Smith. So yeah, we're just behind, we're near where the train station is here. Shop, and then that's the main entrance to the train station, and the lines are kind of running behind here. So that means follow the railway line along, I'll get to where the car was and roughly where the Odeon Cinema is as well. Shopping arcade in there. 1885 Queen Victoria statue. So I think the Odeon Theatre should be somewhere just up in this direction. I think I remember seeing this building as we were heading towards it. So I think the car's up on the right and the Odeon Theatre's maybe just here. So the should be coming out shortly. Yeah, there it is there on the corner. I can just see the curved bit of the building. So we're just walking over the railway line here. So that's the railway line. So let's just run underneath this building here into the station. Cars just parked down there. And then here's the Odeon. And it should be due to come out in about 5 minutes. So I've done good timing there with a little walk around Harrogate, I think. Tells you about the cinema itself. Opened 20th of September 1936, single screen cinema. Seeing an audience of 1,647. That's pretty big, isn't it? For one screen. Art Deco style. First building on the site intended originally for an Harrogate Opera House. Converted in different dates, providing multiple screens to split up the area. Multiple screen, and even appeared on the 19-pence postage. How was it? How was the film?
It's really sweet. Surprisingly watchable.
Surprisingly watchable. Oh, she went in.
Very sweet.
Yeah. Was it good? Yes, thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up. Mary? Thumbs up. Justina? Thumbs up. Oh, well, there you go. Very good.